I was like, man, because I actually had like Brother Polite as the cover photo, and I changed it because um, 19 Keys said he was watching Brother Polite, and we know that 19 Keys like Billy Carson. He likes him a lot. He works with him. He does goes to his award shows. So I'm gonna have to make a new cover photo, and there's just a couple videos I wanted to play for y'all. And if y'all don't come into the live, y'all don't tell me y'all want to see it, then I'll just play it in the future, or y'all have to go watch one of my other videos. So I wanted to play something about Billy Carson because Umar Johnson talked about he like the most requested, and he's begging people for events and begging people for money. I'd be like, y'all give me some change. These people taking y'all money by the thousands and the tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands. In the case of Brother Polite and Earn Your Leisure and all these people with Ben X and 19 Keys and RZA Islam, it just seemed like all these people are just old criminals and scam artists. Like, I ain't heard them actually talk about selling bean pies in the Final Call newspaper. I haven't heard them talking about really doing a regular job in the community or even doing counseling. Like, whew, I mean, that shit is crazy. Like, I haven't even seen a before and after story of somebody that they've counseled that changed their life and made them wealthy and all this. Like, seemed like they just scamming. So this is at the 33 mark with Billy Carson, and I wanted to play some for y'all because I don't think y'all heard this. Like, I got the video clip where he said that his daughter got abused in a movie theater, and that he caught the criminal. And then I got another video where he said he was calling his daughter fickle-headed and fickle-minded, but he's actually the one that's fickle-headed and fickle-minded because he said he gets lost in elevators and parking lots and parking garages. He just bloop, like he said, bloop. The universe just drop in there. He be bloop, just disappear out the universe. Don't know where he at. And y'all think this man got superpowers or some forbidden knowledge, and he's sick. The doctors say he about to have Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's mean that he's going to be going bloop again and disappearing and not knowing where he's at all over again. And it is like, I need like a cartoon creator to make a Billy Carson cartoon. And we're going to take all these clips and I'm going to just show y'all how crazy Billy Carson is in the form of a cartoon so you can understand how fake this is. Like fake woke, scam, all this shit. Like, I don't believe that Billy Carson believes none of this. I'm watching Kev and Moorish World, and boy, they giving Tyreek Nasheed a run for his money. It's getting crazy over there. I'm like, damn, Tyreek. Dang. Dang. They are going off, man. So, watch this, though.
Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on. I wanted to go back for a moment to living life as a conscious person from day one. I mean, obviously you didn't know it any other way. So how did you operate? How did it work for you? Because I've always wondered about.
She called him an African American, but he's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. He said his grandma was a Puerto Rican princess, like that girl on that show about hip hop and love and stuff. What is it called? What's her name? Jocelyn. That's what he said. His grandma was a Puerto Rican princess. I'm like, stop making up stuff, Billy. God, Tyrone, William. I don't know which name he actually prefers to go by. He wants y'all to call him his God, y'all God or something. But
this with conscious babies, the ones who come in with full awareness. Yeah. How does it?
I'm not even gonna play y'all the clip. Billy Carson said he remember when he came home from the hospital as a baby, and I'm like, Billy, if they recorded it on video, yeah, you can remember it, but just so you get lost in parking lots and when you come out the elevator, but you remember when you was a baby when you was first born.
Or to have your full awareness and your memory. and not be able to do anything with it in the little vehicle?
It's kind of bizarre. Like, I wasn't fully aware of any past memories, but I did have a good understanding of exactly what was going on, what people were saying. And I really couldn't understand.
Hold on, y'all, because I think I missed this part. Hold on. He just said the part I wanted him to say.
Because I wanted that level of respect, and I understood early on that because of my situation and my condition and my race, you have to do a little bit more sometimes to get noticed.
What is his condition? The craziness? So he puts on suits to get noticed, puts on three-piece suits so y'all think he's important, but he's just a descendant of a poverty, scams, all kind of criminal activity we don't know. Just slum. And the finesse is the suit itself. It's like his superhero suit to make you think he's a superhero.
It wasn't just from the History Channel that I got noticed. So eventually, like, to get into lecturing, I literally begged the Conscious Life Expo, Contacting the Desert. I bugged them for 3 years each to get on.
Begged and bugged them for 3 years each. 2 different event spaces. 2 different organizations, to my understanding. Now, he said he begged and bugged them. Do y'all know that this is at the 33 mark in the video? Right at the 33. I was like, do y'all plan this? Or like, do they be like signaling to each other? Like, we about to hit the 33, say something crazy.
Do a little bit more sometimes to get noticed. It wasn't just from the History Channel that I got noticed. So eventually, like, to get into lecturing, I literally begged the Conscious Life Expo, Contacting the Desert. I bugged them for 3 years each to get on. Then
There aren't many people of color lecturing there.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And finally, after the 3rd year, both of them, 3 years of bugging them and begging, they finally gave me a chance. And when
So did he make up the story about aliens? Like, come on, you gotta believe me. Like, come on, like, please put me on your network. I'll be great. I'll be a tool. I'll be a total tool for you. Please let me be your tool. I'll be your slave. I know how to dance real good, massa. Watch me lie real fast on camera in a suit. And look important on TV. I can fake like I'm taking phone calls on the History Channel. Or I could talk with a bunch of blank papers on ancient aliens. I got the video clips. Billy Carson talking with a bunch of blank papers on the table. It's like 3 different notebooks and all the stuff is blank. I want to curse more, but I'm trying not to curse as much because I want it to be family friendly kind of video. But it's like, I can't believe y'all watched this geeky guy because he had on a suit and an expensive watch or a Rolex, or Asian lady with her goodies all out that used to be a model, a drug addict, and a drug dealer. I just read the articles. Like, come on. Now we got 19 Keys was a drug dealer. Billy got a shady background. He said he was stripping cars with his daddy. They were going in the store, stealing out the grocery store. I'm like, bruh. That if you was a bad person that got away with being bad for so long, first of all, you can't get a regular job. Then second of all, you don't want to because you want the fast life. You want the shiny things. And then the other thing is you cannot learn new behavior overnight. Like, you're not going to learn how to go be an engineer overnight. So why doesn't they go and change their life and go do something like that? No, they making too much money off of y'all talking about dumbass aliens and space rocks and space dust. Hey, yo, did you hear when I just played that Billy Carson was begging to get on his TV network? 2 different ones. It was some kind of network or event space. He begged and pleaded, begged and bugged for 3 years each, he says. And that's just what he's saying. It could have been longer than that. I don't know. So, because see, one of these videos, I couldn't play it because of the sound, they had like music. I just got $6,400. Yeah, they just had some kind of music or something playing, so I couldn't play the clip. But y'all say something in the chat room. Don't just troll, you know what I mean? Okay, let me see. This is it.
Having to sit on the back of the plane and everybody staring and everybody watching. And I think at that moment was a time about was like, yo, we got a call for disturbance that you in the area doing whatever. But they like, I understand it's a racist neighborhood, you black, they probably was no issue. So they ran my name and my partners, and then they left. The cops was kind of friendly, actually. But then they came back like 5 minutes later, sirens blasting, poured up on me, guns out like.
It seems like y'all just sitting in the car, like, what are y'all doing? Just sitting around in the car? Rapping it or smoking or something? Like why y'all didn't get the hell on? Like, why did y'all stay there after the police already did this? Jabril, this makes no sense, bro. I understand you talking in front of children, so you cannot tell the story 100% accurate. But why is this man even talking to children? I'm like, yo, is this his community service or something? Like, why do y'all don't have no inventors that really invented something that's really great that y'all can have in y'all organization? Come talk to the kids. No, 19 Keys with his bandanas and all this crap.
Yo, I don't know who you are, but there's a lot of shit on your name. And they saying,
a lot of SHIX. We're gonna censor that. He said they said it's a lot of stuff on his name. Y'all go find out what the hell he talking about. A lot of stuff implies very questionable things. Like, how much stuff could be on your name, Jabril? I don't know if that's really his name. See, we finding out Elizabeth Holster might have changed her name. Billy Carson changed his name.
you got assault charges, you got kidnapping charges, you got hella stuff, robbery. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
So assault, kidnapping, and robbery. Golly. But y'all didn't stop Polight and get him and save the children. Y'all are the. Isn't Polight charged with kidnapping and assaulting a youth and intoxicating the youth? 19 Keys just said he had a robbery, kidnapping charge too. That's crazy. How do you just get a charge like that?
They put the cuffs on me. They threw me in the jail. Right? So I'm sitting there for about a month. And then they was waiting to be extradited, meaning they take you from one state to another. So they were taking me from Iowa to California. And I remember being in the Chicago airport. In the Chicago airport, when they extradite you and they fly you, they
okay.
put chains on your feet, chains on your arm, and then they wheel you through a wheelchair through the airport. In Chicago, one of the biggest airports, so it was probably one of the most embarrassing things in my life, being wheeled through the airport. And I remember having to sit on the back of the plane, and everybody.
Do they have anything good to tell the children? Anything good? That's what's so sad about this. Like, you could have just brushed over this in a quick second. You got a criminal past, you was a bad person. Boom. And then start talking about, I grew some vegetables. We built a building here. We did this. We did that. We invented this. And tell the children something positive, man. This is depressing.
Staring and everybody watching. And I think at that moment was the time I really, really felt like a slave. Like, cause I had no power over myself. And so I definitely didn't have the knowledge to get out that situation at all. So I remember getting back to California finally. I stayed there for about a couple.
Okay. So now he's going to act as if that's just an accusation. But later he's going to say that he was doing it.
I didn't realize how hard the task of picking a jury is. Like.
Okay. So he's going to later say that they said not guilty. I don't even know if this stuff is true. But here go another one, okay? So this is a video called stupid ads. Okay. 19 Keys tells students, children now. 19 Keys tells students he's a god and how he beat his court case. Okay. Hold on.
Meaning a procedure for me to actually qualify, because it was more so getting in tap to that inner God within. And so as I went on a journey, I realized that in order for me to qualify that statement, I would have.
Now they making fans out of young people so that they get followers and subscribers when they grow up. customers when they grow up. These are the future. 4 years ago, these kids are 12. They'll be what now? 16, going on 17, and they'll be watching 19 Keys as young adults, about to be 18 and up in the next couple of years. He's grooming these kids.
Get
It's
knowledge.
crazy.
More specifically, knowledge of self. Because the only real knowledge you can get is knowledge of self. Because
hold on.
teach it. So how old are you? 12. So you're 12 years old, right?
So he's talking to 12 years olds. We got that.
Somebody is 11. You can teach them how about your
Why?
experience. Take that information and you can tell it to somebody else. Okay, the reason I'm looking at it this way is because I was educated by that information when I was younger.
Hold on.
People to completely get myself, and I realized it was powers when I was 19 years old. I had a case. I was fighting a trial. And as I was fighting this case, I remember
I'm fighting the
locked me
trial.
up.
He said a case. Then he say, I was fighting a trial. Then he say, as I'm in the case. Like, what is he talking about? Hold on. This was the craziest part right here.
And I realized it was powers when I was 19 years old. I had a case. I was fighting a trial. And as I was fighting this case, I remember they locked me up. They threw me in jail for a month. I was like in Ohio somewhere as I was traveling and working for this magazine company. And they locked me up and they threw me in jail. And they came and picked me up finally, extradited, which means they take you from one state to another to stand trial. So they had me wheeled through the airport and shackles on my feet and my hands. It was the most embarrassing experience on planet Earth. And then they took me...
No, it's not the most embarrassing experience.
into the airplane. I remember getting in, everybody giving me all these different looks. I had to sit in the back. And I remember going through this experience, you know, thinking about, damn, just a month ago I was free. I was able to live. And I remember, you know, finally fast forward and going to trial, and my older brother gave me a list of different books that I should read, you know, so I can win my freedom. So there was points that I was learning things that I had to teach my lawyer, not teach my lawyer, but tell my lawyer, like, Lil, and he ain't really had won any cases before that. So I had to take this information that I was learning and apply it. And fast forward, just to make the long story short, they came to that point where it was like, they called my name, and it was like Jabril Muhammad. And it was a silent pause. My heart was about to drop. Yeah, they said not guilty.
Okay. So I don't know if this is even true. Here go another video of him talking about growing up in Oakland, catching cases. Okay. Hold on. 19th Keys talks about growing in Oakland. Instead of just saying living in Oakland, Black Muslim, and catching a case. I'm waiting for him to get to this point because he's showing Farrakhan and all this stuff in the clip. And in this video, he's got on a red bandana. Then he's got on his Nation of Islam bandanas that he created. He's got on two different kinds of bandanas. I don't know if it's cosplay or what, but I do notice that it's red and it's not the same color as Nipsey Hussle's. And Nipsey Hussle is gone. Rizza Islam was security for Nipsey. Now, both of these guys were bad people, supposedly. Nipsey said he was doing bad, and then he rapped about it, and he tried to change his life. 19 Keys said he was doing bad. So before, he was saying stuff like, you know, he got all these charges, he beat it, and he was not guilty, right? Here he's going to say what he was doing. So let me see. Later, I'm going to show him referencing and teaching from Brother Polight. Because Red and Blue Pill and all of them was sitting down and working with Polight. I just had to try to watch the video of Polight talking about Nino Brown and it's bigger than him. And I'm like, dang, why didn't he just release whatever he was going to release? But it looked like they was trolling Red and Blue Pill, but at the same time, Polight was showing that there was a lot of people complaining that they got scammed by Red and Blue Pill. Now, I'm not sure if those are real accounts. I think it could be Polight just trolling and creating bullshit, but you never know. But he does have like 1 million accounts and all that. He claims it's not his, you know. Okay, here it go.
Into another environment. So growing up, you know, getting caught up in the streets, having court cases, you know, staying in environments of trap house, selling drugs, robbing, just doing a bunch of different things, getting caught up in that element. But there was a particular focus that I never, you know.
Okay. So the way that he worded this is different than the way he worded it before. He said he was charged with all these crazy things, but then he was not guilty. Now he's saying he grew up.
It was just transitioning into another environment. So growing up, you know, getting caught up in the streets, having court cases, you know, staying in environments of trap house, selling drugs, robbing, just.
He said he was staying in environments of a trap house, selling drugs and robbing. That's what he said he was doing. He didn't say he was just around it. He said that's what he was doing.
Doing a bunch of different things, getting caught up in the
Doing a bunch of different things.
that I never, you know, forgot as far as who I am. But it was more so just getting caught up in my environment, but never allowing myself to completely be the environment. So when I caught my first case, you know, I didn't really learn from there. I still
Didn't learn from there. Caught his first case.
had arrogance to believe that, you know, this was just a small little blip, you know, and I
Arrogant. I hope y'all heard it.
move how I wanted to. It wasn't until I was 19 years old when I caught a case, and we had to fight it.
So he got a case while he was drug dealing, robbing, and all that. And then now he's saying when he was 19, he got another case. So when he tells a story about his cases, is he being deceitful? Like, what is he talking about? Like, I'm really confused. I don't understand. It's like he's like double talking. He's being deceptive. You know, I don't even know if he got a not guilty thing. I'm gonna have to look it up. So it's the other one right here. Man, I have so much to show y'all with Billy Carson that it's crazy. So
If you want to have body mastery,
okay. So this is the video where he was trying to fight this guy. And it was called Racist Man Almost Calls Police on 19 Keys during Instagram Live. Coffee with keys. When coffee ain't even healthy. And the Nation of Islam used to have their own little wheatgrass coffee, and it don't even make sense that he's even patronizing this business when he could be promoting the Nation of Islam's products. But I don't even think that these people are really about that Nation of Islam life. Like, you don't see them selling the Final Call, selling bean pies. He ain't get a guy a bean pie. He just cursing them out. Okay? So hold on. Let me see.
The people, in reality, think about this. Think about this. The man said that I can't talk out loud to people.
The man did not say that. 19 Keys is lying. The man was just asking how long is he going to go live so he can go live and do his video or do his work or if he should just leave or move or whatever else be the case. Like, he never told him you cannot speak. 19 Keys is going into victim mode and using it to act like somebody's being racist when he's actually the one being racist. He brought up the man's ancestry and said that his population is decreasing, and that you know, I forgot what it's called, where they say like they try to say that white people, Europeans or whatnot, that they're having zero population growth. He starts to reference that, which that is racist to bring that up for no reason. Like, the guy never actually brought up race at all. He never said anything racist. He never called him any type of slur. He only repeated what 19 Keys or Jabril said. Now, Jabril is supposed to be an angel. Jabril is supposed to be an angelic name. But this guy is a drug dealing, criminal, robber, with all these charges, as he said, on his name. And now he's over here trying to start a fight with a guy at a coffee shop.
You understand? Now, it reminds me of the white lady that called the cops. They used the cops. What was the meanness? And I was talking about us not bridging a culture, not creating rituals to where we can bond with each other. Then I could probably understand how a person may have a problem with that. But when we're talking about actually building and bonding,
the guy never had a problem. It's just that 19 Keys was right beside the guy and he's loud. So he's like, yo, I can't do a conference call or a live stream or really focus on writing my book right now because your voice is loud. And as black men, sometimes our voice is loud. That's cool. But at the same time, the guy's like, yo, I can't even concentrate or whatever. So it's crazy.
with each other to where we can create better social interactions between each other. And a person says, yeah, they almost get to the point where they want to call the cops on you. Because I'm reaching out to people to where I can unite with and we can build with.
But 19 Keys said something about you disturbing my peace. And then the guy was like, do you mean peace like a gun? Like, the guy was like, how do you mean PEACE or PEICE? You know, which piece are you saying?
I just want you to think about that mentality and that clash of energy and that reality. But that's why I say paradigm shifter right here, man. Because I understand that reference program of thinking and I almost empathize with it because it's more so a Chronos complex.
This is some crazy complex stuff that he's actually talking about. He done turned this into a whole distraction when the guy has been polite and said things like, excuse me, how long are you going to be live streaming? Because I want to do something too. The guy gave him explanation, didn't have to do none of that. Didn't get vulgar, just repeated what 19 Keys said. Like, goodness, you're saying that to me?
When you study Chrono and the Chronos complex, then you understand where that derives from. But
see, peace, my brother. See, when you go to Kemet, the moonlight shines extra bright, my brother, and you can see the aliens from here, right from Egypt, my brother. You can see Mars and you can see the rings of Saturn, my brother. And when you get that, your Kundalini will create a centrifugal force that will, I don't know, I'm trying to think of big words, because this dude that turned this dumb live stream into a rant that's just showing how crazy your followers are, because they're in the chat room just giving them thumbs up, talking about it's never meant for them to understand. The guy understood everything. He said that the guy actually said that you were having a positive meeting, but just that you were, you know, loud and right next to him. So he wanted to know how long you were going to go live for, you know, so he could decide what he was going to do with his day.
with y'all, I'm gonna build with y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate everybody that tapped in. Everybody got me to the 40,000 today. You know, thank you. This has been a great journey. We just continuously build with each other. I appreciate y'all reciprocation. I appreciate your support and all your efforts. I created a design about the eagle that value to yourself. It's going through
Now
all
this
those
is
different-
5 years ago. 6 years ago, Red and Blue Pill was calling out Brother Polight about the scams. 6 years ago. So you can look up Red and Blue Pill, call out Brother Polight, or whatever. Now, 5 years ago, 1 year after that, 19 Keys is going to teach y'all from Brother Polight and say, yeah, you know, I know y'all don't like him. But then now, Red and Blue Pill are working with 19 Keys and Billy Carson, Satanist. And I caught Red and Blue Pill wearing a satanic shirt. They're wearing an Aleister Crowley inspired shirt, and it's literally like a copy of Aleister Crowley with, like, I think it has like a black woman's face or somebody else's face other than Aleister Crowley though. But it's an exact copy almost.
Things. You understand?
No. Do you hear what the guy said? He said, I'm asking respectfully, how long is this going to go on? What you asked me to do. The guy is really destroying your conscious community, fake woke people.
You understand? I'm not asking you respectfully how much longer this is going to go on. So you're asking me how much longer is this going to go on? Respect is based on intent. Hold on,
Respect is based on intent, my brother. He's antagonizing the guy. He's trying to piss the guy off. The guy just said, how long is it, respectfully, you asked me to talk in this manner. I'm going to follow your instructions, take orders. If you were divine king, God, black man, royalty from ancient Egypt, and all this grandiose stuff, he took the instruction from 19 Keys and said, okay, I'm going to try it your way. And instead of just saying 15 minutes, okay, thank you. About 20 more minutes. The live stream only got about 10 more minutes left. At this point, he could have told him about 10 more minutes, brother. Thank you. This is a demon, y'all. He's supposed to be an angel. What is a fallen angel but Satan and a demon? He said he was in the trap house selling drugs and robbing. That's a demon. Then I got him rapping, and when he rapped, he said something about, yeah, man, I don't do division with my killers. I'm like, what? I mean, like, you know, we're warriors and soldiers for Christ. You know what I mean? But you're not just brutal animals that just kill for no reason. Like, with a killer, it sounds like a criminal that just, like a professional hitman. Now, if you take that to 19 Keys, and Rizza Islam said the hit was professional. Some of y'all pointing fingers like, okay, hold on. He's got a lot of interconnectedness with fake Queen Afua and her son. And he said that overseas, he protected like these Muslims because they had some kind of peace treaty with America or something. I don't know what it was. It was somewhere he said he was protecting these Muslims that were slave traders when he was active duty. That was like his job. And he was like, he didn't even like it. They had like little boy slaves and all this kind of stuff. I think it was sex slaves. I'm like, bruh, you could have just like ended all of that and quit your job. But nah, they ain't stand up. And because they got abused by their mama. Now, I don't know if they're making it up or what, but this is real. This is real coffee shop interaction right now with 19 Keys. This ain't hearsay. This ain't him making it up. This ain't me making it up. This is live and it was recorded and it's on his channel. And he forgot to take it down. He's just so egotistical.
Now I just want to know what intent is based on will. So now, excuse me, sir, the same way if I was having a conversation with somebody who was right
The man said, excuse me, sir, again.
here in front of me, I'm having a conversation with somebody right here. Respect.
The man said, there is no one sitting in front of you. So it is not the same.
Actually, fuck your respect. Oh, respectfully, fuck my respect. Yeah, because now you just being disruptive. I am being disruptive because I'm still trying to write quietly and silently. So I just want to know how much longer I can. As long as I wanted to. Okay, cool. So that's the polite answer. I'm not trying to be polite or politically correct.
Not trying to be polite or politically correct. And then he's going to teach y'all from Brother Polight. This is a crazy person. Say no to drugs. Please, everyone, say no to drugs, man. This is what has happened in our community. These people are sick. Elizabeth Hostra, all this. I'm like, yo, these people are sick. I told y'all that.
Children
Long time
Your
ago.
energy is much more offensive. I don't either.
It's okay for you to swear in front of those children. You can bring that in.
See, this is deception, right?
Deception.
So you get everybody else. You understand?
I'm not asking you respectfully. How much longer is this going to go on? Just like you're asking me, how much longer is this going to go on?
Respect is based on intent.
Hold on, respect, because now I just want to know what.
Intent is based on will. So now,
Excuse me, sir. How much longer?
the same way if I was having a conversation with somebody who was right there in front of me, I'm having a conversation with somebody right here. Respectfully, fuck your respect.
Oh, respectfully, fuck my respect.
Yeah, because now you just being disruptive.
I am being disruptive because I'm still trying to write quietly and silently. So I just want to know how much longer I can.
As long as I wanted to.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. So that's the whole answer. And if I were you,
Even if you was a king and this was your land, should a king be such a jerk? Even if you was, and I don't believe you is. I ain't seen that you a descendant of anybody great. You let these people run around and tell you like they talk to you like they royalty, and it's like, bruh, you come from poverty. Like what you was living in a trap house, you said. Like, come on, bro.
I'm not trying to be polite or politically correct. Your energy is much more offensive.
So if y'all don't hear the gentleman is saying, because he's actually being a gentleman, which I don't necessarily believe you always got to do that, but the gentleman is saying that there's children around and you keep cursing and that's not necessary. Like, don't you got a better vocabulary? Like, do you supposed to be higher level conversations? And all you do is cursing in public when there's kids around. Like, even they would be ashamed, like, dang, they looked up to you. And you acting a fool about coffee. You probably cranked up on that coffee and that sugar or something up in there. All that stuff is bad. And then if it's made with tap water, it's a triple whammy. It's a double entendre. So you got tap water, bad, coffee, bad, and then the sugar, bad. I don't know what else he put in there, but...
I don't either.
it's okay for you to swear in front of those children. You can bring that in.
See, this is deception, right?
Deception.
So you get everybody else to try to turn around and you try to use things that you created in the environment.
The man never was cursing, and there are a lot of people around, and 19 Keys is going to flip the camera and show everybody that there were children around. I'm like, bro, like, this is crazy. I can't believe y'all went to Invest Fest and all that to go see this clown.
To get other people to turn on you. You understand? So imagine being in a peaceful environment and one person is trying to get everybody to turn on that dominant because you feel like you're recessive and this is the only way that you can conquer what's dominating your environment. This is why people haven't been...
Be calling a man recessive and all that. The man he followed your instructions, Jabril. He did what you told him to do. He said, excuse me, sir. Since you want me to say that, I will follow your instructions. I just want to know, how long are you going to be live streaming so that I could go do what I need to do? This selfish clown is over here trying to turn it into some conscious stuff and hit the switcheroo on y'all. They're trying to manipulate this live stream into being something where he's a victim or it's about black power some kind of way. And some of the Europeans have African DNA. So I don't even understand. Like some of them Italians and stuff like that, I heard you go over there, they got towns and it's black people. So I don't even understand. Like, you know, they call it tall, dark, and handsome. You know, we heard about that shit, you know? So it's like that means that some of them white people ain't really white. They just a little bit too dark to be white. So I don't even know if this guy is a fool, Anglo, or whatever he is. They get into an argument about it, but
able to have peace. What's up, everybody? It's called tricknology, the knowledge of deception and trying.
so the guy's name is Christian. We could hear him now. He's doing his live stream because he's like, yo, I'm gonna have to cancel it and reschedule. Maybe he had an interview or something to do. I don't know.
To trick somebody, but it won't work here. Look, man.
Talking about it won't work. What? The guy's got a job. Like you hustling people, and the guy got a real job, and he trying to do his real job. He writes real books or something. He writes real reports. He's over there writing, and you over here scamming and you over there being loud and disruptive, and it's going to literally scam this conversation into a way for you to get money out of the community and to be a victim and try to look down on white people. That ain't necessary to just sit up there and be all talking down on them. Now, if he was coming at you racially and being crazy, yeah, stand up and handle your business. But the dude was being very modest. He was being a gentleman. And I'm like, dang, that's sad that this is the Nation of Islam representative. Y'all got him on stage with banners and bandanas and sparkly, glittery, shiny shit.
I'm gonna show y'all how public this is.
Okay.
If you want to claim 6,000.
So when he shows how public it is, he flips the camera. He flips the camera and then he shows all the people that are around, the women and the children and all that stuff, you know? It's funny because I went to jail for something like this, cursing around women and children. And I was actually being harassed by someone and I just asked them to leave me the hell alone. So this is the clip right here. I want to make sure y'all see this part. You see how the people are walking right down the street? There are groups of families and tourists and all that walking down the street. So the man wasn't even lying when he said there's women and children and all this stuff around, and you just being vulgar. You about to turn this into something bigger. Like if the police come here and they get violent and bullets start flying or whatever, just like, does it have to be all of that? When all he said, excuse me, sir. Like once he said, excuse me, sir, and you interacted in the conversation, you violated him. Y'all don't even know how to speak English. Once he said, excuse me, and you choose to talk to him, that means you excused him. There's no more conflict. You have to say, you're not excused and I don't wish to talk to you anymore. If someone says, excuse me, and you respond, you have already excused them. So you cannot turn them into the aggressor or the what's the word? The instigator. You cannot make them the instigator when they ask to be excused and you continue to talk to them. That implies that you excuse them of being an instigator. Okay? If somebody comes and says, excuse me, you live streaming, excuse me. You don't say, oh man, they rude as hell. No, they said, excuse me. You should have said, I don't want to talk to you no more, leave me alone. After that point, you could have took it somewhere else because you had already told him I don't want to talk to you because you trying to set me up. But like 19 Keys trying to set him up so that he could scam y'all pretty much. So they tricky. So yeah, he spent the camera. Watch this.
We literally in downtown Hollywood.
He put the man on camera.
We are literally in downtown Hollywood.
Now he done put the man on camera. You done made the man a target. Like, if people was up there and find out where that man work at and start harassing him or whatever else would be the case, it would be 19 Keys' fault for manipulating the public, instigating a fight. The guy said, excuse me. You can't fight somebody that said, excuse me. You are crazy. That you don't know how to speak English.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you have a blessing, my man. Oh, man. So, you know, life is amazing, though, man. Y'all don't know how much I enjoy this good stuff, man. There's a masculine entity, man. There's no...
He said, y'all don't know how much he enjoyed his good stuff. What stuff? Coffee? Tap water and sugar? From a non-black owned business? Because you out there arguing with white people in Hollywood. Or he's saying he really enjoys arguing with white people. Just starting fights for no reason type stuff. Like, this was totally unnecessary. This uncivilized. And this your higher level conversation guy. Two-faced. This just a criminal putting on a mask acting. Hit the like button.
Energy that breaks me down.
Hit the like button. Why y'all ain't talking in the comments? Y'all trolling?
So having that Zulu masculinity, I understand why.
Zulu masculinity. And we already exposed African and Bambata and all that. The Zulu nation. He really said Zulu.
Oh, brother Polight broke something down the other day, man.
This man said, ooh, Brother Polight. Like I told y'all, 6 years ago, Red and Blue Pill had already exposed that Brother Polight had been accused of scamming too much, and they wanted to bring him before the council and sit him down with some elders and get him to tell the truth and show proof of whatever. 5 years ago, 1 year later, 19 Keys is still teaching from Brother Polight to his audience. So y'all getting low-level conversations, not high-level. This is all low vibrational crap. Just scams and crap. Okay, lies and rhetoric. Theories stated as if they're fact. Okay, that is the most dangerous thing in the world, because you get somebody that's illiterate, they'll run around with a theory and go crazy. So now 19 Keys is working with Red and Blue Pill, but they the ones that exposed Polight a long time ago after working with him, and now you working with 19 Keys. Wait. You 19 Keys working with Red and Blue Pill. Hold on. They used to work with Polight. Okay.
In downtown Hollywood.
And then I caught Red and Blue Pill with a Aleister Crowley shirt on. They had an Aleister Crowley shirt on. I think it was Red Pill. They're twins, so I don't know which one it is. But it's Red and Blue Pill. They had on an Aleister Crowley shirt, and that's satanic. Billy Carson is satanic. He has satanic people on his channel. He's always talking about Satan and advocating for Satan. Confusing people, being an author of confusion. That's what 19 Keys is doing here. He's being an author of confusion. He's the father of the lie. You know, Red and Blue Pill might tell this story later, and they'll tell the lie, but the father of the lie was 19 Keys right here in this video. Lying on this guy when he wasn't even doing all that extra stuff. The guy's saying, excuse me, I just want to know how much longer it's going to be. You about to beat up the guy. He's literally going to talk about he was ready to fight the guy and all that stuff. He's going to start punching the air. Like,
We are literally in downtown Hollywood.
I can't believe this shit.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you have a blessing, my man.
This man blessing people.
Oh, man.
In the middle of this, he blessing
You know,
people.
life is amazing, though, man.
Talk about- this is crazy. And then he just blessed this guy leaving. Some other guy, not the guy he was about to fight. Right after talking about blessing somebody, he about to reference Brother Polight. That's sad.
Good stuff, man. There's a masculine entity, man. There's no other masculine energy that breaks me down. So having that Zulu masculinity, I understand why. Oh, Brother Polight broke something down the other day, man.
Ooh.
I know brothers don't like him, but I go all information. So they say when you look at the black skin, right, you looking at light skin.
Okay. Now he's starting to teach his followers from Brother Polight. I'm gonna skip over that. I'm not gonna play the bullshit that he's about to say. But he said that a lot of y'all don't like Brother Polight. And he was like, no, I just focus on information and stuff. Hold on.
Because they say that we are the material paradigm shifting activities, man.
So I skipped it. I'm not gonna let him teach from Brother Polight. Nah. But the video's on 19 Keys page. It's called Racist Man Almost Calls Police on 19 Keys. I think y'all should watch it and save this video, because he's gonna have to erase it eventually.
It's mine right here, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to. Hey, my brother RZA in town too. So, hey, Lou Creative.
So RZA Islam is his brother too. Okay.
My idea was I wanted to do a dialogue about the communication of our willpower through the biophotons of our bodies. So we actually
Biophotons. Okay.
realize things from our mind.
You drinking poison tap water coffee though, talking about biophotons. And you'd be in low vibrational trying to start a fight, almost went to jail and got hurt. Because if y'all play this video, 19 Keys is talking about chopping off people's heads and killing white supremacy or some shit. He said some shit like that. I'm like, bruh, like, this is terroristic. I'm not gonna play the whole video for y'all. Y'all can watch it for yourself. But it's like, He's really instigated a fight with this guy because just imagine like it's noise and it's people around. We saw the crowd, right? If you heard somebody say something about chopping off heads and killing, you're gonna just go in and like, hold up, bruh. You talking about chopping off my head and the killing and stuff? It would have been just for him to call the police. It also is like instigating. And it's like the guy just decided to leave. He was on the higher level conversation. He literally left. And 19 Keys sitting there still cursing after the guy leaves. That's the crazy part. So angry.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, Bosco. Bosco, that dangerous. I like Bosco, man. Man, patience is key. Patience is
He liked Brother Polight too.
key. Man. Here's the thing about energy, right? Whether a person gives you good energy or bad energy, if you're an alchemist, you understand?
The guy gave him good energy. He fucking manipulated it and was an evil demon. Supposed to be an angel.
Peace out, man. That's a waste of energy. Build yourself up.
So the guy
You know
left.
what I mean? And work on what you want to work. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about who can get along. I ain't trying to get along with nobody who don't want to get along with me. Separate yourself. You see, the solution was separation. The man not here no more. He was sitting here. He's gone. The solution was separation. So he separated himself and he found his solution. But if he stayed here, he would have found a problem.
He would have found a problem if he stayed there. But y'all are very empowered by your little army of Nation of Islam people. Like, which y'all go beat up the bed over a cup of coffee?
So, you know what I'm saying? I go to war for my peace. Motherfucker got me fucked up on everything though.
Why is he cursing so much? The guy left. That's all I want to show y'all. Is like the guy left and you still are turned up. And I'm like, yo, this is your brain on drugs or something. I don't know if it's the magic mushrooms. I don't know what it is because he said he was a drug dealer. And I'm like, I don't even know if weed make you like that. Like weed, you just be like, whatever, bro. Maybe you need CBD. Maybe he needs to try CBD. I don't know if he sells those products, but I think some of his products are poison and garbage. And then you drink a tap water with coffee and God knows what else is in there, possibly sugar. And you was low vibrational with your energy. And now you got so excited and cursed so much that you still can't calm down as the man is gone. And he's going to start punching the air, talking about how he's about to start fighting and still cursing.
But, man, I love y'all. I bow down to y'all. There's some people on this line that can do things that I cannot do. And I want to meet each and every one of you all so that I can learn what you know. And I want you to meet me so you can learn what I know. And that's how we sharpen each other and we form keys in each other's lives and we get to open new opportunities and doors and unlock each other. Peace and blessings, man. Hey, y'all go, if y'all want to, you don't have to.
This man said peace and blessings while he cursing and trying to fight people at the daggone. I don't even know if this McDonald's, man. It actually looked like a nice Mac cafe. It looked like a nice Mac cafe. He actually never gives the name of this place. I'm going to try to see. Because if not, then I would have reason to believe you're at McDonald's. This is the kind of stuff we got to stop the violence in the community. We don't need, this could turn into a whole riot. Do you understand me? If he, who says understand me a lot, if he actually made y'all believe that he was a victim and something happened, it could have turned into a whole riot, a whole situation that made the news. And, you know, he would have called Rizla Islam and they would have been out there marching at the coffee shop and stuff with the whole NOI probably. That's sad that the NOI, these are your leaders. This is what your organization birthed. That you could reach adulthood and still be crazy, still eating poison, doing nothing in the community. And we knew something was wrong when Malcolm X exposed them. And young Pharaoh actually did a great video exposing the Nation of Islam, and after that, he went crazy. So we're gonna pray for young Pharaoh because he needs Jesus or something. I don't know. The whole point is, I hope he reads the Bible and learns something. I hope everybody, even 19 Keys, reads his Bible and learns that you cannot abuse people once they say things like, excuse me. Once you converse with them and they say, excuse me, you have automatically excused them. I be having to teach y'all English like, oh God. This is why black people sometimes can't get nowhere. Because y'all think you speak English. And then it takes somebody that's educated to say, okay, and observe your so-called higher level conversations teacher. Because this is your teacher now, your influencer. He's a manipulator of minds. He molds minds. And he was molding your mind while having a meltdown over this cup of coffee poison. You messing up his chakra right in your face. His whole energy. You almost cost him his life and his future, his livelihood. Like, he literally got away with terroristic activity because the guy just decided to leave. But he was talking about chopping off heads and all kind of stuff. He was implying things that was very terroristic. And I'm like, dude, you're a terrorist. You always was a terrorist. You was robbing people, selling drugs. You was a terrorist. That's what I found it. I was like, yo, we got terrorists in the community. Like, they're not celebrities. That's a terrorist. That's not a guru, Hindu yogi master. That is a spy and a terrorist. That person ain't a karate master. They ain't no herbalist. They're a spy and a terrorist. And they'll run back to their country or go to Mecca or wherever and leave us after the terroristic activity has commenced. Because he's talking like they're about to drop a bomb on the city. You said you about to end white supremacy or something. I was like, how you gonna do that? You just talked about chopping off heads, bro. You just said it. So I can play y'all the clip where he says it, because I didn't want to have to go through this whole video, but it's actually so serious when you put it all together and see that these are actually terrorists. Like, they scamming y'all. Straight up. They're terrorists. Like, there's no other word, like, to get it. And then we oftentimes have terrorists who have Islamic connection. They are the ones who are known for jihad. And I don't believe that all Muslims and Islamic people are evil. I'm just saying we got some that are disrespectful. Because I don't even know if that other man was a Muslim. He could have said, he wanted to read the Quran with you or something. Like, you didn't ask him what church he go to or nothing. You didn't ask him what his religion was and invite him to temple number 5 or temple 45 or none of that. Temple 54. You didn't do that, bruh. You were supposed to invite him to the temple. I thought that white people could be in the Nation of Islam with Scientology and all that. I don't understand even what's happening. Because this is like fake. Like, you acting like you black power, but y'all really love white people. Then why he act like he hate white people so bad? Y'all making black people look bad, man. You making us look bad. You supposed to be the young Farrakhan out there. The young Elijah Muhammad with the headband on that ain't... No, because Elijah Muhammad headband it was a crown, and it had rubies in it and stuff. Like, he had traveled the world. So that you'll want to be Elijah Muhammad. And Elijah Muhammad, I think something was wrong about him, but I don't know him personally, so I can't even speak on somebody that I never heard him, say whatever he was going to say. We have to take Malcolm X's word for it, and I can't really, as an adult, base opinions about that, because I don't want to offend people, but I just feel like maybe something was wrong, maybe it wasn't as great as we wished, but yeah, man, just it's sad that this is your leader in the Nation of Islam, and now he's doing your hip hop and Vest Fest and all this stuff, and I'm like, bro, I exposed KT to Arch Degree Cooking, and they doing lectures and videos together. Yaki Awakened, I exposed them. Yaki awakened another criminal, drug dealer that became a drug addict and was messed up. And still ain't showed y'all if he healed his crusty feet. He said his feet was crusty and black, and his toenails was black, and his fingernails was black, and he had roaches, and he used to take roaches to school, and that his family thought that he was a crackhead. And they was trying to beg him to clean up his life, and I believe come back to the Hebrew Israelite community or whatnot. And now he seems to be aligned with them, and they have a vegetarian restaurant. The Nation of Islam had restaurants, and Dr. Sebi exposed all of them. And they were supposed to change the menu and work with Dr. Sebi, because Dr. Sebi was friends with different people from the Nation of Islam and from the Hebrew Israelites, from the Nuwapians. Dr. Sebi was friends with all kind of people, NBA players and Michael Jackson, met royalty, presidents and stuff, met all kind of people. I think he said he met Nelson Mandela or something. I can't remember.
And I want to meet each and every one of you all so that I can learn what you know. And I want you to meet me.
Meet? Y'all got to meet up? Okay.
So you can learn what I know. And that's how we sharpen each other and we form.
You just met the man at the coffee shop and you was very crazy. This is dangerous, y'all. 'Cause we see what happened with Brother Polight. This guy was following Brother Polight and teaching y'all from Brother Polight live. And I told y'all, like, man, I wanted to get some video of them together because I knew they was connected. And I couldn't find it. And I said, oh, found it. God is good, man. I didn't know God was going to have you upload this video 5 years ago, and it doesn't even have Polight in the title. But just for a couple little minutes, you exposed that you did follow Brother Polight, and you was teaching from him after he had been exposed. You said people don't like him. A lot of people don't like him. How is it possible for a lot of people to not like a conscious person in the conscious community? That don't make sense. You know, he didn't say okay, because technically Brother Polight's teacher exposed the Nation of Islam. He exposed y'all. So I don't even understand how he following Brother Polight. The Nuwapians left Islam and became Nuwapu, and all these other names they got today. I don't know what name they use, but anyway, they like it that way, and that's what Polight is. And now we uncovered what was going on in New Covenant with Brother Polight all this time with his daughters working on a hotline and just different stuff that you wouldn't expect out of your conscious community leader. Is just, now we got another one, Yaki awakened in him. And I've exposed Red and Blue Pill lying on Dr. Sebi, bad products with KT to Arch degree, overpriced products and bad products, bad recipes. And it's just like, dang, bro. Like, it's actually sad that this is who y'all look up to. And y'all get mad at me in the comments and troll or whatever it is y'all do. But if you're a fan of these people, y'all need to go pray and go sit in nature, go to nature, waterfalls, the beach or something, and just let it go, man. Pray about it and just be like, yo, I wasted years of my life following some bullshit, looking at space rocks and aliens. And if the aliens ever did come here, if they did, because I don't believe in them, because I exposed the big head kids and people born with tails that they worship overseas that can't even walk. If aliens, real space aliens from another planet, not from this planet, if they came to Earth, what make you think they gonna even like you when you don't like your next door neighbor? You don't like your coworkers. Y'all don't like your own family. But these people will sell you the idea of an alien up in outer space. Y'all need to really wake up, man. Because this is crazy. And I appreciate other people for the content they do. I hope they see my content, because it seems like some other people are starting to wake up. And that's crazy. I can't believe this. I know that the Nation of Islam is known for taking criminals and cleaning them up, but for these ones to become the leader and they be actors and just, it's just, nah, man, something ain't right.
Things in each other's lives, and we get to open new opportunities and doors in their like each other. Peace and blessings, man. Hey, y'all go if y'all want to. You don't have to, but
Okay.
in our nature, you understand. So all of these things have their own purpose. Continuously, instead of waiting for holidays and things of that nature, it's something.
I'm not gonna play the clip of Brother Polight teaching. For y'all gotta go watch that on your own. I'll document it for y'all, but I'm not gonna play whatever he was teaching from Polight or Michael or whatever his name really is in Africa, because I don't think that that's an African name.
That's set within the rhythm of the people to have a continuous bond, and that's how they continuously strengthen. Don't work because we not a family.
Matter of fact, remember when Brother Polight took a picture with an African and posted that shit 1,000,000 times, and he was like, "This my brother for real, my brother from another mother." Like, that's probably his real name. I forgot about that. Yeah, we got to redo that content for y'all one time.
We don't do no family shit together. You know what I mean? In order for us to be a family, we got to be bonded. Like I said, we can't treat this.
See how this is going now? Because I didn't seen this video. We talk about brother Polight family and his real name, and then this pop up.
Evolution, we can't treat this unity like it's a business. We really got to treat this unity like it's a family structure. And in that family structure, we got to love and get to know each other. But don't treat it like your family, because you're not even tight enough with your own family.
Okay.
You're not even getting together.
See how he just said the same thing I said now? I've been talking about this for a long time, but I've been reviewing this video for maybe a week or two and just editing and everything. And I was like, he just said what I've been talking about. Like, y'all don't get along with your own family. So how you gonna get along with a space alien? We still, the vegans, all of us vegans and stuff are still arguing about food right now, when all we got to do is go do lab tests and put the money up. Stop running your mouth and put the money up and show a real lab test. These people buying gold chains when they could do 100 lab tests and put it in a book and then sell 1,000 books, 1,000,000 books. Which one is smarter? Buying the gold chain so you can look like you balling, when the stocks and the Bitcoin and all that stuff is crashed, and you could have made money off of a book by doing 100 lab tests on fruits and vegetables, finding out what's safe for us to eat. That's what Dr. Sebi did a long time ago. And y'all got scammed by these conscious community, fake health gurus, fake leaders, people that are agents, people that have been indoctrinated by different schools and programs, things that aren't actually like, okay, they go to a holistic school, right? And then they won't tell you that that school has cured anything. So they're getting the paperwork so that they could try to have the ability to legally try to cure people. But then they have to prove to you that they cured somebody. So I don't know if all the testimonials are real, or, sometimes if you just stop eating certain things that, this fake food, sometimes your food you're eating is way worse than the fake food they're eating. So these vegans are eating fake food, but your food is even worse because it's just been through so much from the factory and processing and all that stuff, to where it would be better for you to eat like a black bean. But if you eat black beans enough, you might notice stuff like your bones hurting. So that's why I'm gonna expose KT to Arch Degree, how he's skinny and his girlfriend is overweight, and they was eating black beans, and I found it with Dr. Inky, Minister Inky, Dr. Inky. We don't know his real name. He named himself after Inky. Now, Billy Carson did Billy Carson say that Inky was Satan or something? I'm like, oh shoot, you was a minister? Oh God. I forgot the daggone story of Inky and the Sumerian text, because I heard that all of that was a scam. And that none of that stuff is real. It's like Disney World. I've been know this, so I stopped studying the Sumerian text and I forgot the daggone story. Billy Carson be going over it all the time with y'all. I heard about that shit a long time ago. I remember learning about the Sumerians. I thought some of the pictures were kind of cool, okay. Then I said, nah, whatever. This ain't nothing compared to ancient Egyptian stuff. And then at the same time, it's not even possible for that stuff to last that long because it's made out of like just dirt. It's not granite. It's not like a hieroglyph. Billy Carson, you are exposed. The Sumerian text and all that stuff has been exposed a long time ago. When YouTube first came out, we learned about Sumeria and then we saw it get exposed. And it's over. So all y'all just now getting on the internet and YouTube, y'all don't know that stuff, that's old scams. It's already been exposed. And even Zachariah Sitchin been exposed and stuff. So I think, was he working with Billy Carson or something? I think he met him or something like that. I don't know. But let me see this. This is
Every
crazy.
month and having a day to where y'all getting together and y'all finding the lesson. It's a birthday or it's a funeral. It's a holiday.
It's crazy that I could almost talk to myself right now because y'all not talking in the comments and y'all not hitting the like button. So I don't know. Maybe y'all followers of these guys, and I feel sorry for you. I'm trying to be empathic and respectful, and just be like, okay, I understand that this is y'all religion that I'm exposing, and y'all are very angry. And some of these people don't want to change their life and do the right thing, so they're just gonna keep lying to y'all forever. Okay? Like if Billy Carson got exposed and he talked to you about the Sumerian text, and I'm telling you that I've seen it exposed a long time ago. I wish I could find the footage. I might try to find it for y'all, but this is like old footage of that stuff being exposed. So I think you could probably get somebody like Mutwa Ashby. I think Mutwa Ashby or Ashraf Kwesi could expose Sumerian text for you, and Billy Carson would be done. Like, it'd be done. Because did he try to say Sumeria came before Egypt and then this and that? I'm like, bruh, whatever. Then we find out some of them temples is fake and they wasn't always there. And I'm like, bruh, that's really not cool, man. Like after that, I've been like, okay, listen, I'm gonna just look at all this like a comic book and just learn. Like, I don't believe in sky gods. Like, I believe humans had airplanes and they was flying them around, and they got stuff like that locked underground, and they just copied the designs and made it better and better. So, or humans could do things like have a bird deliver a package to you. Now you don't know how to communicate with birds, so it looked like a comic book. But if a bird could bring you, like a drone brings you an Amazon package now, you can start to look at it now like, oh, okay, I get it. But back in the day, they was that cool with the birds that certain people, certain places could deliver things like that. So you'd be like, how the heck how they do this and how they do that? The caveman didn't have that type of relationship up in nature. Okay, some other cultures didn't have it like that. So they thought we was just like doing miracles and magic. They was like, yo, how did they build all of this, and how was it so amazing? And they didn't know we was balling. There's a lot of things that they don't tell you, and they don't really read the hieroglyphs to y'all. I've never seen them sit down and just read the hieroglyphs and show y'all, like Mutwa Ashby and Ashraf Kwesi will do things like that. But I've never seen some of these other people actually do that. So I don't know how you believe in their forbidden knowledge, because they'll tell you about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and there is no proof that the Emerald Tablets of Thoth even exist. Nobody's ever seen it. Nobody's really ever seen it. They've never released a picture of it. Like, they got everything you see is a painting, artistic illustration. Is replicas. They have replicas and things that we see made from whatever, but we've never seen the actual Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Okay, so these people can run you around in circles and tell you one day they're gonna get in the Vatican and show you, but they probably never gonna do that. And then that's never been done. Only the person that supposedly read it the first time or whatever, and whoever those people were, and I don't know. It's something very confusing about the Emerald Tablet. It's like a freaking It's like you're gonna be chasing your tail forever. That man could scam you for generations. His kids could pop up and be like, "Oh, we running Forbidden Knowledge TV. We gonna talk about the Emerald Tablets for the next 1,000 years because they keep running that game on us." And the only thing we do know is real is hieroglyphs and the pyramids and stuff. Okay, so we got papyrus, and you could tell sometimes the stuff don't look real. So you know that ain't real. Like it's written by an invader or something. You could look at it and be like, nah, that ain't done by the Africans, you know, or African Americans over here, because supposedly we was moving back and forth to Africa and stuff at different times. So some people talk about it. I'm not even gonna talk about it because it's not even relevant, and it's too much argument, and it don't even make sense sometimes to even talk about it. Like one day we'll have a video and talk about that, and I'll see some other people's videos about it.
So I don't want to treat it like your family. Treat it how.
But I have showed y'all Heruk Leon, and I don't think Billy Carson ever showed y'all that, because I think Billy Carson and them be watching me, and they don't want to look like they following me, so they won't use my material. But Heruk Leon is a whole underwater city right now. It's sunk or whatever, and there's a whole bunch of boats there, and it's on the coast pointing toward America. So then I've seen where they show that a current flows from America to Africa during different times of the year. So you could literally get in one of those boats and get to America very easily. So even today, in ancient times, it might have been easier. I don't know. So all these people have theories. I will willingly say I don't know, but underwater, sunken Egyptian city, Heruk Leon. It's hard to spell if you don't know how to spell it, but look it up. I don't even think that's the real name of the city. I think they just renamed it, but I think it's the city of Heruk. So just look it up.
You should treat the nature of a family, which is the binding together. Y'all got that code.
My brain just flipped because I got captions on and they are talking in the chat. And I think that if y'all watch this video of Jabril, you should actually watch the chat room, because the people are in there saying crazy. They're calling the man cuckoo and all this stuff.
Bonding at a family level to where y'all become each other. But if we ain't building with each other, we can't unify. You know what I mean? You don't even want to spend that much time with people like that. You don't even really want to see those other people grow because you don't.
This is supposed to be a conscious show called Coffee with Keys, and it turned into a violent, vulgar show, not higher level conversations. And get a man your fly. I told y'all, I don't know if y'all saw the video, but I was like, all he had to do was give the man his flyer and his card and give him $10, $20 and say, I apologize about the inconvenience. I offer to buy your coffee, but I need to live stream because I had a lot, an update for my followers. Or I have some work to do online also. So have a great day. I'll be done in about 25 minutes. Because this video is 33 minutes long. So the guy's going to come in and in a couple minutes, let's see.
It's building with each other and creating that interconnection. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do it to where, let's say, at 8 o'clock every 19th of the month. That's 1,900 hours. So
now he's controlled by the stars and the moon and the calendar and the time and the numbers. And he's going to do a stream every specific number code or something with the numerology. That guy, King Simon, the little short guy, he was with Polight too. He liked to shave off all his facial hair. I think to cover up his gray hair so he could look young. These people are crazy. Being controlled by numbers. Like, you just say, look, we're going to do it basic, but he doing it.
I think that is very important, and I believe that this is something that needs to be practiced. There's a chaotic.
They believe or they know.
System, and anytime you have this chaotic system, it allows for more chaos to breathe. Unless you find your.
This is really weird because I'm going to show y'all why this is very weird if y'all watch this video. Because if I put on one of them daggone headbands y'all would think I was 19 Keys. This is crazy because I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is like I'm exposing my cousin or my clone or something. Like, I don't know where this dude came from. I never heard of him before. You know, I don't know. He said he was out in Cali and wherever else doing whatever. But I never heard of him. Like, he wasn't on Sonetta Studios back in the day. I never heard of this guy before. He just popped up.
Self with order, and then order breeds more order.
Him, RZA Islam, Jay Morrison, all of them just popped up. They was never out here in Atlanta doing events and even doing Sonetta Studios or none of that. What's up, y'all in the chat room? Say something, man.
And then that
Don't
order
hate.
becomes
Not, Jabril, you lost the debate. 19, whatever, KT the arts degree, you lost. And with Twin Pillars, Red and Blue Pill, y'all lost. Billy Carson, you lost. Y'all told us we was gods. Can't a god beat y'all? Why y'all don't want to lose? Don't troll me.
balance.
Y'all lost. It's okay.
You know what I mean? That's how we become keys with
You're a loser. It's okay. A homeless guy beat you. It's okay though.
each other. So yes, every 19th of the month,
Y'all seen
let's build with
William Tyrone Carson. Billy, you seen the movie They Clone Tyrone, and that homeless man sitting up there was the one that had all the daggone knowledge. And y'all don't know about the spook who sat beside the door? Like, I'm not that crazy. I just gotta be crazy. Like, I don't want to work at McDonald's and sell Coca-Cola. I think y'all crazy for selling that Coca-Cola. But y'all think I'm crazy for asking you for some change when you went to work at McDonald's. Like, no, I just want the bare minimum. If y'all don't give me no change, then oh well, so be it. I just gotta go out there and climb a tree and get a coconut and a mango. You know, like, I just gotta go plant my own food or something. It is what it is. I don't want a whole bunch of change. I don't need all that. Y'all can go get all that change y'all want. Y'all go and follow this guy and he take all y'all daggone money. And I'm sitting here as the homeless man watching it. Like, y'all was following that brother Polight and them 19 Keys, wasn't you? You was in that They Clone Tyrone movie. Now y'all starting to understand I ain't as crazy as y'all thought I was. Y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all was making fun of me. Dr. Savvy Kids even made fun of me being homeless and then went and gave change to the homeless and food and stuff. Kept going out there to the homeless. I'm like, bruh, y'all ain't never gave me a plate of food or no change. Y'all won't debate me. Y'all won't do none of that. Red Pill and Blue Pill said they always giving change to the homeless and helping the homeless. I'm like, y'all mad because I'm flyer than y'all and I'm homeless. I got on Chris Brown clothes and stuff. This dude got on a blank t-shirt. He don't got on 19 Keys, higher level, RZA Islam, FOI. He got on a regular Hanes shirt. I got on Black Pyramid with the Speed Racer on it. I got the Speed Racer right there, boy. Now, if this came from the flea market, I don't know. Because Chris Brown clothes is crazy. They look like flea market clothes. City Trends and all that. They probably all made in the same place. But this feel really good. So it feel like premium. This ain't regular. Like, I didn't even think it was cotton. I went and checked it. And I was like, yo, it's cotton. I was like, yo, I thought this shirt was silk. You feel me? This dude got on a daggone plain cotton shirt. Brother Plight got a messed up hairline and stuff. These other guys, I'm exposing dyeing their hair, their hair going gray. And I already know that I'm going to beat y'all in the future. I've been waiting for y'all hair to start turning gray. Because that's how we going to know. Like, okay, y'all keep getting all them gray hair. And I don't get none. I'm stressed out, but y'all poisoning yourselves. It's something wrong with y'all. And I'm exposing y'all diet, y'all products, and all that. But, man, of course a person like Brother Polight will hate on me when I'm homeless and his hairline is all fucked up. So then he just steal my ideas. This person got a blank shirt on. This regular Hanes, whatever this is, I don't know. I got on Black Pyramid, so they hate on me. My subscribers, y'all pulled up on me and gave me a bag full of clothes. I had like $300 shirts. I don't even know how much this shirt costs. I appreciate y'all. Listen, I had on a shirt. I think it was like a $300 Pharrell shirt. It was Billionaire Boy Club, and I had the Bape hoodie and stuff. Y'all gave that to me. I appreciate it, man. I went and cleaned it, restored it, fixed it. Man, I'll take it and get it sewed up and all that. I'm about to learn how to sew so I can fix all these clothes y'all give me, and I know how to fix them. And man, they hated on me because I learned how to fix clothes. Y'all are lame. That's not higher level consciousness, man. So this is what y'all are seeing going on in the community. Dr. Sebi kids didn't have watches and no jewelry like that. All of a sudden, Dr. Sebi passed away. Mr. G, all them popping up. Fancy clothes, jewelry. Now they selling products. The products is inferior quality, overpriced. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm the food tester secret shopper. Y'all have messed up. I'm the only one qualified beside the other secret shoppers, which they probably white. And they could be me and me. At least I'm nice enough to make a pleasant YouTube video where you can actually learn that you are not high level. This is crazy. Consider yourself blessed by Black Jesus that I would even have to waste time in my day to make content about you when I could be playing video games. I'm working on a book. I got a book for y'all. It's going to be black magic for real. From Jesus. God's magic, the natural phenomenon. Y'all think it's magic, it's just nature. That's how good God is. God working mysterious ways. Mysterious, magical. That's normal for God. Y'all think it's hocus pocus, they put it in a circus and scam you. That's sad. And then y'all need healing. Y'all need wealth building. I already know how to do a lot of this stuff. And y'all, I'm wondering what is going on in the community. Y'all following these crazy people. They got y'all talking about aliens for real. They ain't tell y'all about Bitcoin servers. They ain't tell y'all how to make a Bitcoin server yet. Let me know. I'm looking, let me see if they did a video. 19 keys, I'm gonna say Bitcoin server. Let me just see if I can find one video. The only way to really make money with Bitcoin. I'm like, what are you talking about? The only way to lose money is if you invest it too much. Okay, he got a video about understanding crypto and NFTs. The future of crypto NFTs. Okay, so I'm going to watch that and decode it, take notes, and then I'll make a video for y'all later because I've never heard him talk about the Bitcoin servers and just getting solar panels and making it. I mean, I don't know.
Call people you don't normally call. Like, love, last time, and 18 for these ones. And then you got the 99.19 for the. But yeah, so the live tonight is gonna be very special. The point of this is to rediscover the value of women, and in discovering the value of women, the feminine this is to rediscover the value of women. Redefining and revaluing that nine, which is that woman. This is to rediscover the value of women.
He tried to sell y'all the headband or something. I'm trying to find it.
You know, in the word feminine, you find feet, you find men. Star and crescent one I usually wear with the embroidery. But yeah, so the live tonight is gonna be very special. Every sperm and the egg. You know what I mean? The yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? That star and that crescent, that conscious and that subconscious mind. So last 19th of the month we did, and this was 100% unplanned, I promise you. So we did the.
Oh God.
I mean that feminine.
I don't even respect these people's promises. Like Brother Polight just lied to everybody. That's who you follow. Billy Carson's talking about Satan all the time. That's the father of lies. And here you come starting lies up, and we caught it live. He lied on this man. You making this white man into a devil, tried to, and then the man walked off. Like even if he was a Satanist, more appropriate than your Nation of Islam guy. A white man just made a Nation of Islam guy turn into a terrorist and reveal his true self. He just bloop, turned right back into the terrorist. That's crazy.
What y'all think of it? That's the feminine. You know what I mean? And then man is that nine. You know what I mean? We talk about not slut shaming or slut walking. It's just so many different. When you break that down, even the feminineness embedded within the word enunciation men and also the number 9.
Boy, you just said so much crazy stuff in these videos. I forgot that you said this. I'm glad I took notes. I'm like, oh God, what did he just say?
And the word feminine. And so redefining and revaluing that 9, which is that woman, you know what I mean, that feminine, I want y'all to think of it, that's the feminine. You know what I mean? And then man is that one. You know what I mean? It's reordering the structure of your conscious and your subconscious mind to be aligned with each other. Most men are out of balance and most women are out of balance. And we have activated...
But you drinking poison water with the coffee and whatever else, and you off balance in this whole daggone video as soon as this guy starts
Our sense
talking.
of value based on what's accepted in culture. But culture and normalcy of culture is totally against the values of what our nature is. So we have things like where we talk about not slut shaming or slut walking. And just so many different things.
Did he just bring up slut shaming and slut walking? This is how your higher level conversation out of love and all that. He not talking about black women that just graduated and just got married. And when I retire, I'm gonna start making content for y'all like they should be doing, and I'm gonna just start doing like what Jet and Ebony magazine used to do, and like everybody go and wish somebody happy birthday, and then we start talking about who graduated, and they talk about who got married and who having an anniversary for being married 20 years, and then what black business just opened and how we could patronize it and what's good about it, what we could do better about it. I'm going to start doing that more so because I already do that and referring to the businesses, but I don't really take an in-depth look where I look around the building and see what needs to be painted or fixed or whatever be the case. In the future, I'm actually going to really like turn up with that, and I'm gonna just be heavily invested into the community as we get reparations. So I hope to do some business with y'all in the future and be a consult where I'll do a consultation with y'all and help y'all do better business, because this guy is gonna ruin your business if y'all don't know how to handle stuff like this, because this is crazy.
Things to where I want people to really get the central aspect of the root where everything comes from. And if it doesn't come from... because culture. But culture and normalcy of culture is totally against the values of what our nature is.
When y'all see this other video I got, when he talk about culture, the movie he was in talks about culture and how they wanted to make a false leader, a false Martin Luther King Messiah, to lead people that were mutants from being poisoned like humans are today. It was art imitating life, and 19 Keys was in this movie. He doesn't tell anybody about it and talk about it, and I wonder why. Maybe I haven't seen all his content and all his live streams, but it seemed like that's something he should be talking about all the time. But this movie is about creating false leaders, and it's one of the craziest movies called Sorry to Bother You. So Sorry to Bother You talks about culture and manipulating people's culture with a false leader, black leader. And the character's name is Cassius. And I'm like, yo, Cassius is Muhammad Ali's name. That's the Nation of Islam. And then 19 Keys is in the movie. And Danny Glover, dude from the ATL Atlanta show. And then the girl from the Men in Black movie. So
we have things like where we talk about not slut shaming or slut walking, and just so many different things. Just so many different things to where I want people to really get the central aspect of the root where everything comes from. The root where everything comes from. And if it doesn't come from...
okay, So now I got you 19 Keys, Jabril. I got you. Because you was talking about slut shaming and slut walking. The man said, okay, how much longer is this going to go on for? Because at first you was talking about uplifting black women and non-energy and the numbers and you're going to meet and all this stuff. And it's been 10 minutes now. So the guy's like, okay, well, is this a phone call? Like, what are you doing over here? Because you're talking a lot. And now you start talking about sluts. And that's when the guy interjected. So you're exposed, sir.
Conscious and your subconscious mind to be aligned with each other. Most men are out of balance and most women are out of balance. And we have activated our sense of value based on what's accepted in culture. But culture and normalcy of culture is totally against the values of what our nature is. So we have things like where we talk about not slut shaming and slut walking and just so many different things to.
So at 10 minutes, 30-something seconds, you start talking about sluts. Now the guy's like, yo, it's women and children around here. Like, how much longer this gonna go on? Like, where are you going with this? Like, what you about to really talk about? Because this is a public place with family around, and it's just a coffee shop with there's a lot of people in the street. A lot of, look like tourists and stuff like that. So
Where I want people to really get the central aspect of the root where everything comes from. And if it doesn't come from, as long as I fucking say it want to. Well, I don't think that's really.
So you see how he reacted? This is the first interaction of these two characters, because he was looking a little bit, and then eventually the guy said something after he started talking about them sluts and stuff, and then he just jumped to, as long as I fucking want and stuff like that. This is a racist man almost called police on 19 Keys during an Instagram live. That's the name of this video. And also he references Brother Polight later. He starts teaching from Brother Polight, sending more souls to the fire. And we see what happened. He had the opportunity to stop Brother Polight. He the Nation of Islam with the army of the FOI. And he gonna say, I know a lot of y'all don't like Brother Polight, but I just, I take the knowledge. No, y'all should have sat him down. Y'all got a whole army. Yeah, it's y'all fault, 19 Keys. It's your fault, Billy Carson and them. Y'all should have went and got Brother Polight and found him. You could find an alien, but y'all couldn't track down Brother Polight. You could find the stars and other constellations and the planets, but you can't find Brother Polight and stop him from grabbing people's daughters up.
I don't give a fuck. Well, all right, do something then.
I swear I want to box 19 Keys, dog. Dude, let's get the boxing ring going, man. Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Rizza Islam, I don't care about boxing him as much. I want to box him now, because I don't like the way he bullying this guy, because I'm seeing this whole situation. He should have did a public apology after this shit.
So many different things to where I want people to really get the central
like me, your twin man,
the root where everything.
And I found out you lied about your height, 19 Keys. You're not 6'4". You lied.
It comes from.
You're a liar.
And if it doesn't come from, as long as I fucking say it want to. Well, I don't think that's really cool, because nobody here is really. I don't give a fuck. No, you should, because it's really well, all right, do something then. What's the issue? You know what's really cool about that is you're now going against everything that you've been talking about. No, because I'm totally against you.
The man said you going against everything you talked about. Live. Just exposed him. He's a terrorist. He's a demon. He's a fallen angel. His name is an angelic name. He's a fallen angel that was in the trap house. He said robbing and drug dealing. I just played it for y'all earlier. So who is in the chat room right now? Say something. Because I want to fight in the boxing ring. Because I feel like, nah, since you going to punk him and he walked away, I'm the one that said I wanted to box, and 19 Keys said he not going to box nobody. But now we got you out here trying to beat up people at the daggone Mac Cafe, at the Starbucks. Who else serves coffee? Caribou Coffee. Where is this man at? Let me shout out another coffee company, because I don't even drink them. Y'all say it in the chat room. Where is you at? I'm trying to figure out where is he at, y'all, so I can actually know like the real name, because he doesn't say.
Yo, man. No, you getting bothered. You ain't even speak to me in the right manner first. You ain't saying excuse me. I said excuse me. No, you didn't.
So the guy said, excuse me. 19 Keys cursed and all that, got violent, bucked at the man and everything. And the crazy part is, he accused the man of not being respectful and not saying excuse me. The guy said, I did say excuse me. So then he's later going to say excuse me again and just say, hey, I just want to know what time you're going to be done live streaming so I can live stream, or I could do a phone call and finish working. He had like a video conference or something. Same difference, right?
And I don't really give this is public. Everyone here is private. Yeah, it's public. It's not public. This is actually private. No, ain't shit about this private. No, it is. I'm having a public conversation how I want to. What's happening then? What's happening is I'm asking you not to be selfish.
He's scratching his nose. Now, I always talked about the nose scratching because I don't know if they own something. But the fact that when he says do something, I say do something. Let's do something then, 19 Keys in a boxing ring. Why you punk out of the boxing match? Because Rizza Islam punked out of the boxing match. Then I pulled out the camera to show him. And then he agreed to the boxing match. And he said that the Nation of Islam was going to need me and that I was powerful because I was punching the concrete. And I was like, y'all not ready for this boxing match. I'm drinking real sea moss, not that rip-off scam shit. I'm not eating all that poison crap they pushing on y'all. So when I punch you in the boxing ring, it's gonna be powerful. You're not gonna like it, okay? Like, so you're gonna lose. So just lose. Just let's get the boxing ring going. So I don't like the way he talking to this guy, punking him and saying do something. I'm like, bro, I really want to fight now. I gotta go play video games and calm down, man. I don't ever see these people playing video games. It's like all they do is scam and talk about aliens all day. Just rhetoric and craziness. Numbers and just craziness. Stuff the Bible told us don't even get bewildered by. You know? Don't get obsessed in what is it?
Fuck yourself.
Damn. The guy said you're being selfish. Damn. What's the word? Bedazzled or something? Beguiled? Like, we ain't supposed to be mesmerized by the stars and stuff. We supposed to be doing God's will out here, helping each other. And this guy acting like an animal with the stars and the moon on his daggone head. And I'm not calling you an animal because an animal is divinely natural. This guy is a terrorist and he acts like an animal. I want to be clear about that.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck my selfishness. Yeah, fuck your thought process, first of all. Thought process? Yeah, man. I stand on what I stand on.
That's how animals act. You know what I mean? They just gonna fight when they don't even need to. You know, them animals could probably be vegan. They don't even need coffee. You see what I'm saying? But y'all over there, you dang near fighting to go live stream while you drinking poison coffee with possible tap water and whatever else they put in the coffee. I just keep saying that.
You want to interrupt my peace, man? It's whatever. Interrupt your what? My peace. Your peace. Is that P-E-A-C-E or P-I-C-E?
Okay. So I probably spelled it wrong earlier when I did it, but the guy just did it, and I was just like, yeah, I can't remember which way it was. I'm not trying to spell it correctly, but the guy is implying, like, are you talking about a gun? Like, are you threatening me with a gun? Like, what are you doing? Like, you know, you speaking that hip hop. You know what I mean? He's like, you speaking to hip hop, you know, you a rapper or something. He's like, I don't really, know what you mean here, buddy.
Display of your peace. And I ain't signed up for a devil to disrupt my godlyhood. Yeah. Anything about me, son. So let's not go that way. I'm asking you not to do this. And I'm asking you to stop being the devil right now. I'm the devil because what? I'm stopping you from being loud. You're valuing my peace right now. You're detracting from it. That's what a devil does. Yeah. Well, you need to understand. No, I don't need to understand nothing. Yes, it actually is. This is Hollywood, partner. No, this is a private.
If you're not Jabril or Billy Carson or KT the Arch Degree, say something in the chat room. If you're not Yaki Awakened or what is it? What I say? Paul. If you're not the twins or whatever, Dr. Sabi kids, say something in the chat room. Well, y'all be trolling. Y'all beat y'all. Y'all don't even play video games. I'll beat you in video games too. What you gonna do? Just be mad? Be mad because I'm cool and my hair is curly and stuff? Just mad. Don't be like Brother Polight. You could go bald. Don't be like that guy. He was going bald.
Man, fuck what you talking about though, because I ain't listening to you. All right, I'm just you wasting your time.
Why is he cursing so much?
As well, so we should talk together. Is that going to make your video better if I sit here and I pontificate on my phone?
What you do?
What's going to interrupt your flow?
That dude said pontificate. Bow. That white man said, I got words too. You like, I actually know how to use English. He said, excuse me. You didn't excuse him. Then you tried to attack him. But he said, excuse me. You can't attack somebody that say, excuse me. You can't make yourself the victim. He the victim. He said, excuse me.
It's not gonna make you peaceful and peaceful.
You see these devils, D?
Yeah, because I'm the devil. 'Cause I'm a white man. You know what I mean?
This white man is like, yo, I want to go live and talk too, but you're talking, so I'm just asking when you gonna be done so I can go live.
About me.
No, because of your nature. You're not a devil because you're white. But look at the activity, how you commit yourself. You didn't come into a respectful manner and say, excuse me, sir. I was trying to work.
What's the last thing you did to help the downtrodden?
Oh,
He did say, excuse me.
he don't know me, y'all. He don't know me, y'all.
No, I don't know you all. Your 7 followers.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it is.
Look, see, the devil try to devalue the activity of a God. You know what I'm saying? Look, he don't understand, right? See, that's what we
These guys are visually like my mini-me's. Like they're literally like my clones and they're like shorter than me or slower than me mentally. Like they will sound like me and act like me and then just go off into some craziness. And you'll be like, oh yeah, I follow this guy. You think you will like him? I'm like, no, that is a clone. That's an evil minion. That is a fucking terrorist you watching. That is not somebody like me.
talking about. No, 19keys.com. Check it out, man. Change your life one time, man. Get your mind in order. It's the end of the white patriarchal intellect, man. We killing that whole mentality, though. Everything.
You see what he just said? He said, we killing that whole mentality. Well, how do you go about that? You got pieces, then you got the word with the K-I-L-L. Now he's going to go to something else.
Dying off, and you mad right now because you dying off at a faster rate than y'all being born, partner. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying?
My pleasant day.
I don't give a fuck about your pleasant day. This is my pleasant world. You know what I'm saying?
Go do it at home.
We blessed. This is my home. 196,940,000 square miles of this planet Earth, my home, partner. Yeah, I know my real estate.
Sure.
What you talking about?
Yeah. You can be smart.
That was just crazy.
But you was in movies with white people and all kind of races of people. Why is he so racist?
You know what I'm saying?
He's a bigot.
I'm West Oakland with the activities, man. You know what I'm saying? Real life, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I go to war for my peace. It's exactly. That's the American way, ain't it?
Well, lucky for you, I'm not American.
You act like one. You a Caucasian, I know that.
Yeah, let's make you American. Know your rules.
That really does.
No, it doesn't actually, because the Americans made it. They're Indians.
No, they black. Let's take it all the way back. Yeah, you don't know your history. Y'all came from the Caucasus Mountains. You're not really native indigenous nowhere.
It doesn't matter. That's all we say. You just go be an American. That's how ignorant you are. Why?
Because your mentality is just like those. It's a mindset.
Man, that's just sad the way he talking to this man. It wasn't even all called for. That was unnecessary. Even if you said anything that was true, that was inappropriate. Like, you don't have to mock them. Sell them CMOS so they would heal. Don't call them sick. Heal them. You know?
I've been polite. I sit here fucking every day. Every day I sit here and I never have an argument with anybody.
Well, you started one with me.
I've seen you for years.
I don't give a fuck about that guy. I know what you talking about.
First thing happens, it all conflates. It all becomes this.
See,
Why is that?
here's the thing.
Why does
Because
that happen?
guys and devils don't get along.
Why does that happen? I'm not don't fucking
You're supposed to be a god? Really?
bullshit you that the gods and devils bullshit you don't even know me.
I'm looking at you and I'm observing your energy right now.
How do these people become gods? Has this guy even went to Mecca yet? Are y'all listening to people that ain't even went to Mecca yet and they supposed to be Muslim? Muslims supposed to go to Mecca. They supposed to be married before they teach it and go to Mecca. I do know that. RZA even said that.
I don't give a fuck about being cool. I'm hot-headed.
You're hot-headed.
Yeah.
So what is your
I'm gonna
hot-headed?
take that. I'm a whole different element.
What is your hot-headed got here?
Everything.
This discussion is solitary for you, dude. You've done nothing to spread your message to me at all.
I'm not trying to spread a message to you. You're a lost cause.
You don't know anything about me, dude.
Why is he calling the man a lost cause? Is that how he feel about his coworkers when he was shooting that movie? Like, these people are actors.
You just told me everything I needed to know.
You possibly can even imagine.
These devils need healing too, man. I know what they want. But see, under the banner of Islam, man, you know, you gotta chop their heads off in order to get that real. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? That's some terroristic stuff he just said. I'm not gonna play it again. I'm about to end the video. I call it terrorist. This guy is just like, all the things he's saying is threatening. Where this should have been a terroristic threat, and he got away with it live.
So he said I'm talking to myself. Well, I got 60 people on here that I'm talking to.
How many?
And I'm observing the energy of these good people. They try to create friction in your flow. The man said that I.
Okay.
And I understand that. Indication of our willpower through the. That whole point of that thing is just, you know, it's just about bringing attention to an idea more. That goes for, you know, boy, I was ready. We was gonna get down. But see, here's the thing.
So he said he was ready. We was gonna get down and started punching the air and stuff.
Execute your idea. That goes for female or male. You don't even have to say
You was
female.
gonna fight the
Anybody
man.
who's inventing something, it's one thing to have an idea.
You was gonna fight the man, but you said you're not gonna box nobody when I called you out and challenged you to a boxing match. I've been boxing since I was a kid. Used to box in my math camp, and we did division. This guy is like my evil clone. I'm like, dude, I went in a math camp. This dude is rapping about killers and talking about they don't do division. I'm gonna watch this crypto video. It's only 6 minutes. I'm gonna watch it after this live stream. But let me play this for you before my battery die. Okay.
I got vision and ain't dividing my killers, and we don't do no division. I multiply my.
What's it called? Fair use. All my content is fair use and freedom of speech. And I'm American native citizen. Okay? So I'm not no foreigner that don't have freedom of speech and come over here. Because in y'all country, y'all don't have freedom of speech. So when you come over here, you still can't talk. You can't go back home once you start talking. So y'all are all fake, really. And y'all supposed to be going to Mecca. So I don't know what's up with this whole thing, but he said he not dividing his killers. They don't do division. He talking about killing off, wiping out, and all this kind of stuff, and chopping heads off and pieces. And I'm like, bruh, you can't even see how crazy this is, and you put this content up, and people was in the chat room like, save the live stream, like his life was in danger or something. I'm like, dude is actually bringing it on himself. Like, he actually should have went to jail for disturbing the peace. You know, getting a ticket or something for disorderly conduct, something. Just a ticket or something. Just like, dude did all that in front of a crowd of people and stuff was around there. And the man said children was around. So this is uncalled for and crazy and terroristic. And I just noticed y'all didn't see this content yet, so I had to show it to y'all about Billy Carson begging to get on TV and all this stuff, like, or whatever. I don't know if it's a TV network or what. I have to look it up. I'm gonna look it up and see what he actually begged to get on for 3 years. But he said it was two different entities that he was begging, and he said begging and bugging for 3 years before they put him on. And we thought that he just did something amazing, and they asked to interview him, and he just came there, and he was just so amazing and important that they chose to put him on. And now it seems like he's just making up crap so that they will let him talk on TV and wherever else he be talking. But I'm about to end this live, so y'all stay tuned and hit the like button, and I appreciate y'all.